son of a bitch! Hey, motherfucker! Hey, motherfucker! Are you still there, motherfucker? Yeah, motherfucker, look at this goddamn motherfucker! He's never again allowed in my home! You motherfucker!
Are you talking to me?
You in here, you motherfucking son! Look at this shit!
What is that?
A fucking pizza's been in my drawer for ages!
Whoa.
You motherfuckers!
Wait, can I see that close up? What is that?
And one of the fucking pizzas now shit!
What can I... Where did you find that?
In my drawer underneath shirts!
Why do you keep pizzas in your drawer?
I don't keep pizzas in my drawer.
Wait, can I see it? Wait, please.
I got them trash with this fucking thing and I gotta throw it outside.
Wait, can I see it?
Because my apartment stinks!
Wait, can I see it, please?
Can you not? You fucking dead, blind, dumb son of a bitch!
What, can you take a...
He's never again allowed in my home!
Okay, hold on, wait, before you dart away, can you...
God damn it, shove it up your fucking ass! This is poison!
Can you take a picture of it before you throw it away? Just place it down on the chair. Can you take a good detailed picture of it? You shouldn't keep pizza in your drawer like that, Perry. It's supposed to be in the freezer.
Jack off. I never would keep a pizza in my drawer. It was in the freezer, stooge.
Well, who put it there?
Your fucking dumb gay-ass fucking friend. What do you think, stupid?
How do you know?
Oh. What do you mean, how do I know? He's a fucking asshole.
Wait, before you...
Never allowed in my house again!
Wait, come here. Before you dart away, come here. One...
Never allowed in my home again!
Okay, sit down. Can you sit...
I won't allow you in here. That shit's gonna keep continuing.
Okay. Can you sit down 1 second, please? Just 1 second with that. Okay, I just want to talk. I just want to ask you a question. All right. Can you possibly save that pizza for Wednesday for when we do Cooking with Perry and Tony?
No! Fuck you! You sick son of a bitch!
Okay, because he's coming over on Wednesday.
He's not coming over! I'll fucking put him in the hospital if I see him at my fucking front door again! You son of a bitch!
Okay, well, you really shouldn't keep pizza in your drawer like that. That's all.
Oh, fuck yourself! Get off my goddamn computer, you fuck!
Well, it is, once again, Tuesday night. And that means the movement, everybody. And I'm glad you're here. I'm producer Mike. And today's episode is brought to you by... Is it working? No. Why isn't it working? Oh, that's why. Velocity Restorations! 850-466-1810 if you got a ride that you need to get pimped out. Velocity Restorations are the folks to go to, everybody. Cody, Eddie, I think they've got a guy named Steve, maybe a Todd. I think there's a Phil down there. Well, anyway, let's get this turd started. I am going to... Oh, I came in a little early. Sorry about that. Well, that's not the shot I want either. All right. We're starting off like gangbusters so far, aren't we? All right, let me hit the record button. Let's get that done. And then let me go over to this, this shot. All right. I even practiced. I practiced what I was going to do. To open, make sure everything would be smooth, and I still screwed it up. As I mentioned, I am producer Mike, and as you can tell, I still don't know how to wear this Velocity Restorations cap that I have here. It's kind of odd. I don't know. It's weird from other snow caps I've had, or warm or cold weather hats, because the logo's really low, right? So you in order to get that in the front of your head, I gotta have that pretty far. It's gotta be pretty far down there, and then just the top of my head looks like I've got a reservoir tip. So it's a condom hat. Is that what they're called? Anybody? Is there anybody here? No, there's nobody here. I don't know. So I gotta work. I don't know. I was trying to put some glasses on there to maybe. I don't know if that's working or not. But anyway, we're going for a look. We'll get to Jay in just a sec. I do want to talk about Sunday. My bad. My total bad. Yeah, I kind of just blew Sunday's Producer Mike Wants to Be a Millionaire program. And I felt bad about it. I put a short out blaming technical issues, and technically there were technical issues, but the technical issues were just in my head. I just didn't feel it. And you know what? If you're not in the game, if your head is not in the game, you're garbage in, garbage out, right? Garbage in, garbage out. So I had a lot of garbage in, and I felt like everything coming out would have been garbage. So I made the call just to say no. So I said no. However, in saying no, there is an update. So those of you who have been watching Producer Mike Wants to Be an NFL Millionaire on Sundays, I have been doing rather well in the attempts to win some coin. And, you know, hopefully $1 million. I want to be a millionaire. And if you did tune in on Sunday, the chances of that were rather slim. You know, it was the last week. Week 14 was the last week of the round 1 of the DraftKings Best Ball tournaments. And I was solidly in 3. I was going to get 3 of them. I knew I was going to advance 3 of them. Unfortunately, none of them were the millionaire contest. It was the lousy 150,000 contest. First world problems, right? So yeah, 3 of them though. So that's good. Having 3 advance is, those are 3 tickets to keep on going. What happened after I went off the air on Sunday is, after the Sunday night game and then subsequently the Monday night game, that has improved to 5 contests. I am now in the money. Well, I shouldn't say in the money. I am going to be advancing to round 2, right? And the hopes is to get to round 4, where they distribute all the big cash out. And someone out there is going to win 5%, up to $5,000, up to $5,000. And if that lucky person is so lucky, that means I hit some big coin. So yeah, 5 contests now, which is huge. I didn't think we would get. I mean, I was pretty confident we'd get at least 1, early on. But 5 is great. Now there is a caveat to that, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to take this off because my head is sweating. Cheers, everyone! If you're cocktailing it up out there, success. So there is a caveat to the 5. There were 2 contests that I finished in 3rd, and I was kind of close in one of them, and the other one, not so much. But DraftKings has what's called a wild card. They submit they award wild cards to some of the folks who did not finish in first or second. And I've got 2 of those that are in third place, which I think are candidates that could be wild cards, that could be selected. It depends on how many points you've scored. So I give more credence to the third place one that I had more points scored. But in that particular contest, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a millionaire possibility, an opportunity, if you will. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I was going to bring up a graphic. Of it like I do on Sundays, but DraftKings has pulled it down. They're redoing everything for round 2, so they've wiped out everyone who sucked. I'm talking to you, Fantasy King. Everyone who sucked is gone, and then who remains are all the first and second place folks from all the different 12-man. Did I say just man? 12-man tournaments that are all around that particular game. And they divide them up into, I'm assuming, 12 people. And then that gets whittled down in round 2 to round 3. Same thing, whittled down. First place, got to finish in first in these rounds 2, 3, and 4. Well, 2 and 3. Round 4, they start paying some folks out. Even the shittiest prize is pretty decent. So, yeah. Well, fingers crossed that that come next Sunday, and I'm not sure what time I'm going to go live on Sunday, but it'll probably be around halftime of the late games. So just look to see look for the video. I'll have it set up and scheduled and all that. And I probably won't fuck around with the time too much. But yeah. So, you may have noticed we have a red rum sign here, and this is the Red Rum phone. What did I call this thing? The Red Rum phone? I think I called it the Red Rum phone. So what we're going to try to implement this, is schedule interesting call-ins. Now, you've seen a few call-ins before, and it's been kind of rough. Well, I've done some testing, and I think I've got this thing straightened out. So we will have, the reason why we have Red Rum is that Red Rum is Eddie's affiliation with his race car outfit. Cheers. It's a great cup of coffee. And he sent me some stickers, and this sticker was perfect size for this Bluetooth speaker. So what will happen is that I'll receive a call. I'll place the phone into the Red Rum holder, and then, voila. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. If any of you are out there watching and you know my number, you could literally do it right now. No one I know is watching. All right. So what else do I have for you? Oh, you may have wondered why we haven't gotten to GiGiGi Morales yet. Well, that's because I'm the producer of the show, and I decide when that occurs. Me. I decide, not Jay. I decide. Jay's not here yet. So maybe Jay gets to decide. Well, son of a gun. Sounds like we do have someone calling in on the... Oh, it's Eddie Weber. Well, good evening, Eddie Weber. I guess you are watching. And how did you get this number?
I found this on the witness protection list.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Don't doubt that a second. Well, good evening, Eddie. What do you got going on today?
Shit, I thought this was Sex Anonymous. My bad. We just sitting here cracking a few and smoking a few.
Did you dial a 1-900 number and got me? How did that work? All right. Well, who are you smoking with?
Just me and my old lady.
Ah, you and the old lady. Well, isn't that boy? You're just this is turning into a John Mellencamp song right before our eyes, aren't it? Isn't it? Well, bro, I was just telling everyone that the Red Rom Cam. It's appropriate that you are the first one to be calling in on the Red Rom Cam. Not Red Rom Cam. Red Rom phone something. I should work on the title.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't hear the stream right now, so I don't know how clear it's coming in, but that's a badass little idea you got there. Hopefully, it's going to be able to pick up on the mic a lot better.
No, you sound great. I think. Well, when I look it back now, everyone wants to call in. Jay Morales is calling in. He thinks that's.
Well, here, yeah.
No. Jay Morales has a job to do. He should be logging into the Streamlabs thing and fucking hosting a show. He's not part of the call in.
I mean, Jay, you kind of slacking right now, my boy.
Big time. He's got a lot of explaining to do. He said he had a shit day, so that's going to be his segment. We're not going around the world with Jay Morales. We're going to go right into Jay Morales' world and say, dude, why are you blowing off the movement? That's a crawl face thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's signature crawl face right there. You can't be stealing his move.
No shit. Yeah, this is not a dick move.
Yeah, someone's got to show up.
Oh, good times. Good times. All right, Eddie. Well, thanks for calling in, bud. Thanks for always watching and supporting the stream. And shout out to Velocity. They've been very, very kind to us with the clothes. Hey, and the dog smell came out of the sweatshirt. Who knew?
Yeah, sorry about that, man. Like I said, my husky found the damn thing before I could get it in the box for you.
Yeah. You said box. All right, Eddie. Take it easy, bud.
Later, bud.
You too. Eddie Weber, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's going to work. We will have the Red Rom Cam. Red Cam. It's not a cam. It's a phone. The Red Rom phone. Whatever. So wasn't that fun? And then we got to make fun of Jay, too. You know, and just in case you don't believe me, Jay really isn't here. I mean, this is like the saddest Brady Bunch box, you know, at the beginning of the theme song where it's just Mike and Carol and they're on either side. Yeah. Well, fucking Carol over here bailed. Stupid bitch. All right. Here's the next thing I wanted to do. Who's ready to get jealous of producer Mike? Like, I'm serious. This is cool shit. Now, I'll admit this did show up to my doorstep some time ago, but I hadn't gotten it out of the box until just the other day. Now I said box. So I got it out of the box. There was some, I wouldn't even call it minor damage, but I had to do some manipulation to get everything straightened back out. And now it's 10 out of 10. But ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, and it looks so good. This is currently what's sitting over my couch, just over on the other side of the room. Soak it in, ladies and gentlemen. Soak it in. That's right. Producer Mike has got the famous Jessup show sign that was behind Steve in the old Jessup show studio in his set. Now I have it. Does it look awesome? I've got these midnight blue colored walls. Like it really feels like you've walked into a law office when you come into my house. And the light just, wow. I mean, I'm in awe just looking at it. I'm looking at it on the screen, on the monitor, and it's literally, I could just look at it live. I don't know why I can't just look at it. I just got to move my head back a little bit. I mean, isn't that awesome? I got it for like nothing. Like he just sent it to me. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know how much this segment was going to affect me. I really love that sign. Yeah, the W, the back half of the W there, folded in just a tinge, and it's a metal sign. It's metal, and you just have to bend it a little. That's all I had to do, was just bend it a little bit, and then, it was flipping perfect. So yeah, good times there. All right, so I discussed DraftKings Best Ball. That was the first thing on my list. Then I have a topic that I really wanted to talk to Jay with, so I'm going to hold off on that. So we're going to jump right into some housekeeping items. So I checked the calendar. You know what? I'm going to check it again real quick here, because it's always good to double check. And I could use a sip. I'm going to discuss my drink here in a second. It's fucking banging. All right, so looking ahead, the movement will be live on the 16th, which is next week, right? So today's the 9th. We will be live on the 16th at 5 p.m. With or without Jay. He might be fired by then. I mean, this has happened before to a previous co-host, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Jay's fine. The 16th is so next week. So we'll be fine at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time. The following Tuesday after that is the 23rd. And producer Mike, your faithful co-host over here, is I'm going to be traveling. So we will be going live on the 22nd, Monday. So if you have this on some sort of Google Calendar to remind you, you might want to adjust it for the 22nd, 2 weeks from, essentially 2 weeks from now. We won't be live Tuesday. We'll be live on Monday, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be the same great show that you get every Tuesday. Cheers to everyone. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. And yeah. Then the Tuesday after that is the 30th. And I think we're cool. I think we're cool for the 30th. That will be our New Year's Eve spectacular, Jay and I. We might go extended on that. Maybe I'll be convinced to go extended a little bit on the 30th, because I was going to go live on New Year's Eve on the 31st, and I may still do so. However, it's going to be extremely truncated from what I originally wanted to do. I found it was just going to be just to make it interesting enough to have at least one. I think to make it worth it, I need 3 people. Let's make it a foursome here. So if I have 3 people watching, and then including me, I think that's a good quorum. Anything less than that, I just felt going 4 or 5 hours was ridiculous. So what I may do is go live probably around 9 p.m. Maybe 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 11 p.m. Eastern, and then just do Eastern and Central time. Maybe go live 10 minutes before Eastern time. We'll do a bunch of shots. Maybe that's okay. You know what? That's what I'll do. We'll make it a drinking thing, and I'll do some shots and have some fun. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to do like 4 or 5 hours. I was planning on doing like every time zone, and when they were going to flip over. But Perry Caravello is going to be live, and we led the show off with Perry Caravello, and I really love watching him do his thing. And they go live for at least a few hours on New Year's Eve, and that's a real humdinger. Maybe I'll reach out to them. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say, maybe I reach out to them and I simulcast, but why the hell would they want to do that? Just go over there. I'm pushing PCL Perry Caravel Alive as much as probably anybody out there. I pretty much talk about him every week, and of course I'm biased because they put me in a movie. The Wild Western. Keep an eye out, folks. I think it's going to be next spring. So, yeah, that'll be a fun time when that comes out. But yeah, Perry Caravello. Let's talk about that clip that I played at the top. So what happens is they arrange guests for Perry to have throughout his stream, and one of them is Tony Hawk. Now, Tony Hawk is not the real Tony Hawk, but he is Tony Hawk in the sense that he kind of looks like Tony Hawk. So if you're dealing with someone who has a traumatic brain injury, not unlike Perry, and you tell him he's Tony Hawk, he's going to believe you for probably about 6 months to a year. So anyway, Tony comes over. Perry has to eventually go to the bathroom or something. And then Tony goes to his freezer, takes a Trader Joe's pizza out, and then goes over to his dresser drawer, throws it underneath his shirts, and then we're going to revisit that little nugget 5 months from now. And that's what happened on that clip. There was a Subscriber Sunday broadcast that they did. It had just ended, and what you saw was Perry going over to his dresser drawer to get a shirt. Looks like he had taken his shirt off, and he needed a new shirt. And he was looking through the selection, as you would, right? It's Sunday, right? You got nothing going on the rest of the day. You want to wear a fresh shirt, maybe something that was washed in an all temperature, something that smells good. And what did he get? He got a 5-month-old Trader Joe's pizza that basically grew an ecosystem on his 100% cotton. I think that's, if that's not entertainment, folks, I really, really do not know what is. Let's just do a quick check to see if, not yet. I think Jay might have had to take a nap. Maybe that's what it was. He had to take a Colonel, because the Colonel doesn't watch this show because he passes out whenever the show's on, which is kind of dumb if you think about it, because he was awake for the Jessup show, at least most of them. You know what? I take that back, right? Because he was certainly there, but there were times that he wasn't there. I mean, go back and look at some of those episodes. There's one where we had a Colonel's birthday episode in which the Colonel did not call in because he fell asleep. So it was the Colonel's birthday. We all wished happy birthday to the Colonel. Colonel never showed up. Typical Colonel. Yeah, but anyway, Colonel, if you are watching, if you're one of the 8 folks that are tuned in right now, Colonel, give me a buzz, because I would like to talk about your new show. The Colonel's got a program coming up, folks. It's coming up in January. It's tentatively slated for the Thursday, I think the 7th. If January 7th is a Thursday, it's there. It might be the following week, but we're aiming for that January, that early in January. I do want to kick off the new season of Producer Mike Presents the Jessup Show Legacy Channel array of programming, which will include there's going to be an NFL playoff pick show. Okay, so NFL picks. T. Hines, if you're watching, he's going to be part of that shit. It's going to be slamming. So here's what's going to happen, folks. See, because I care about you. I care about all of you, and I care about you very, very much. And I would like for you to make lots and lots of money. Okay, so what I have basically devised is I'm bringing in a select group of football know-it-alls. At least they think so. let's just say I'm going to be bringing in folks who have shown me in the past that they can carry themselves in a conversation regarding various aspects of, is a team good or are they shit? Okay. So I don't know who the first person is going to be, but it will be for that first round of the playoffs. And that person is going to give you their selections. It's going to be 3 selections. I don't want them to give you a whole cheesecake factory menu worth of picks because that's pointless. You just get to the point. So 3 picks, right? So when they're going to give you 3 selections. If they go 3-0, wonderful. You've just made yourself some money. If you went 2-1, you've made yourself a little bit of money. Okay. 1-2 and 0-2, bad. Or 1-2 and 0-3, very, very bad. Very bad. And it will be punished severely. So what's going to happen is if that first person who comes in, they go 3-0 or 2-1, they will be invited back next week. Because if it ain't broke, right? If they go 1-2, they will not be back next week. We're going to put them at the back of the line, okay? Put them in the back of the rotation. Maybe they come back up again. And if they do come back up again and then they come back on the air, we will make fun of them so harshly. But then we will take their 3 picks afterwards. If they go 0-3, they're fired. You will never see that person again. Middle of the desert, 6 feet under. Not happening. You don't come back. 0-3, 0-3. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm getting a little verklempt. There's a lot of sounds happening, and I don't know what the hell's going on. All right. Let's take a peek and see if we can just go ahead and see if our good friend GiGiGi Morales is ready to give us at least something. Like, we couldn't do audio checks, which I do mandatory before going live. I think Jay's going to start talking and we're not going to be able to hear a word he says, but let's give it a shot. Jay, good evening. How's it going, man? Oh, we can hear him. Yeah. No, we're doing great, Jay. It was one of my longest monologues ever. You're worse than the chat. You need to use brackets, Jay. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you said the 22nd. What do you mean by the Oh, you mean when we're going live? The week of Christmas, we're not going to be going live on Tuesday. We're going to go live on Monday. Yeah. It's going to be in 2 weeks. Yeah. Do you think you'll be on time for that one? All right. So this is now last week. Now I didn't even tell any. I mean, we kept that a secret. You literally were driving into your driveway when we went live. And now this week, easy 30 minutes late. So what's wrong with Tuesdays now? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That seems like a reasonable excuse for sure. Yep. All right. Well, your assignment. Okay. All right. Well, we're glad you're here, Jay. Now, your assignment, of course, was to give us an update or a report, if you will, on everyone should be shopping for their gifts by now, because if you don't live relatively near an Amazon, distribution center, you might be kind of shit out of luck. Okay. Hmm. All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Jay. Hey, check this out. Oh, you did. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so you pretty much. So you guys were just watching the movement. Okay, because that's pretty fucked up. If you're like, hey, yeah, I'm supposed to be co-hosting the show, but yeah, fuck it. Let's just have some popcorn. Hey, Jay, you actually did this past week blow off one of my texts, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask you right here. Oh no, we are going to talk about it right here. But well, I mean, I don't even know what the answer is. I was asking if you were even going to be around. So anyway, Crawlfaced and I are going to be hosting a Super Bowl show where we're going to give reactions to the game. Both of us will be in some playoff best ball contests, with the Super Bowl being the last game of that tournament. So we'll probably be discussing those, all sorts of things. But we thought it might be cool that if you were able to log in at halftime, give Crawlfaced and I a little break, you would be now the reaction guy to the halftime show, because you have talked about Bad Bunny numerous times in the past. We thought that might be kind of cool. So for the folks out there who would rather watch your reaction to Bad Bunny than actually watch Bad Bunny, we thought that might be a cool thing. So Jay, are you on board for that? Yeah. All right, folks. So you heard it here first. We're gonna have we'll have Crawlfaced and producer Mike Super Bowl, and your halftime show is gonna be Jay GiGiGi Morales. All right, fantastic. How are we doing on time? All right. What else did I have? Oh, okay. So Jay, and oh, you know what? Before I do that, actually, it was great. Yeah, yeah. We were able to make fun of you and blow you off, and everything was cool. Um. All right. Wait. Hold on, Jay. We talked about this. You can't go to the chat without making a big deal about, hey, we're about to go to the chat, because I have a literal screen for it. All right. So Jay, go all the way to the beginning. This was going to be your punishment, because all right, I'm not going to even go to the chat. Oh my God, who's this now? All right, Eddie, I can't talk to you right now. We're doing the chat. Yeah, I know it's the Red Rom speaker thing, but oh, for the love of God! All right, are they saying Jay is? Oh, maybe they're saying Jay is muted. Jay, say. All right. What? Oh, it's Tom Hines.
We can't.
Why? Why can't you hear him? He's come.
You're talking to Jay, and all we hear is you.
Fuck. You know. All right. Hey, that's T. Hines, everybody, on the Red Rom phone. Hey, T. Hines. Yeah. What? Are you upset? Are you gonna? Are you? All right, Jesus Christ. All right, we'll try to do better, man.
With respect, not what.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. You know what? I got. Okay, listen. One more thing. All right. We can't hear Jay apparently. I don't know why that is because I can hear you perfectly here. So that's pretty up. Maybe that's so fucked up. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Jay, you're talking to the audience like you think they can hear you, but apparently they can't. All right, well, Jay, thanks for tuning in, or at least doing the, you know, whatever and stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be you. If you guys can't hear Jay, that sucks. So let me get through. I'll do the chat. Uh, what a shit show this is. You know, it's all about. I just don't know what else to do with this stuff. But all right, so let's get rid of Jay's name there. I'm producer Mike. Hello, hello. You know what we can do? We could make the let's go ahead and make the QR code obnoxiously bigger. It's still to this day, if you want to be the first contributor, just want to make sure you can see it because that might have been the problem. All right. So let's start right from the beginning. A lot of this is going to be out of context. Mysterious Vixen was an early joiner. She was the first commuter. No, she's early, and well, she's going to be back. I'm sure she will be. What's going on? How's it hanging? Red Rom T. Hines said, "Sup? Hello, all." Mysterious Vixen's doing better. Fantastic. We want everyone healthy. Red Rom is psyched about that. T. Hines, producer Mike, why wear a winter hat inside? Dick. Listen, that winter hat was from Velocity Restorations, which is our name sponsor. You're a dick. Red Rom, we're in Florida. We don't know what we're doing when it comes to winter clothes. I've lived in Tampa, and it got kind of cold during the wintertime, especially at night. 40s, you know, you might want to bundle up a little bit. Mysterious Vixen said, I've always heard them called toboggan, the hat you're wearing, producer Mike. That's what I've heard them called. Okay, toboggan hat. Are you supposed to pull it all the way over your eyes? Because all the reason why I say that is because if I put it on, normally I'd put it on like this, and then I would do this, right? You just fold it up a little bit, but then it takes the logo. The logo's now on the wrong side. And then I thought, okay, maybe I have the hat inside out, but I don't. I've got the little tag there on the top of the reservoir tip. Toboggan beanie, skull cap, reservoir tip. They all work. Eddie Weber says, fantastic. Cheers, everybody. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Well, let's do the cheers first. Let's do this in order. And let's do... We're going to go with the E-Leaf. I think I talked about the E-Leaf. I bought this battery like 12 years ago. And it's, 510 thread cartridges. Charge it. It lasts like 4 days. Love it. I don't love it when the cart gets jammed up, though. Right. Living large. Tent Gang. Robert Connor getting twisted. Yeah. I mean, it's. I think I might just get full on jacked up drunk today because I don't like audio issues. It appears that we have audio issues this is a new one, folks. I heard Jay loud and clear. Loud and clear. You guys couldn't. That's kind of gay. All right. Mysterious Vixen says, yeah, they do. They do. It keeps your head warm. That's all that matters. And I was typing that as producer Mike's head got too hot and he took the toboggan hat off. Yeah, perfect timing there. To be fair, they're pretty thick. Producer Mike keeps his AC on 82. 82? So it's kind of like Orlando. Oh, you don't know me well at all, Eddie. I like a cold room. During the summertime out here, that I've got the thermostat set at 72, but that 72 is like it's a good 72. It feels good in here. And now that it's wintertime, I have a studio apartment, and I've got a door like that goes out to my patio right there, and then straight across is the front door that leads you out to the hallway. So I'll just open up this back door, go over to the hallway door, open that door, leave it open for like 5 minutes. Not only does it air out the apartment, right, get all my man stink out, but it will then basically cool this room down to what it is outside. And it's been in the, it'll get down to the 30s at night. I, of course, won't do it like that then, or I won't do that trick when it's that cold. But yeah, when it's like 60, 50, even in the high 50s, I'll cool this room down. So, dude, I'm a big dude. I put out some serious BTUs. I sweat sitting down. Yeah, it's cold. I'd rather be cold than warm, but I'd rather live in a warm climate than a cold climate. So there you go. Producer Mike, you always seem to have the least. You seem to have at least one technical issue every show. Yeah, you've noticed. Dude, it's not just me, right? Why is it so hard to follow along this thing? Beanie Cap, hot, crackheads. Oh, they're thick. Just without the crackheads. It's just like Orlando with just without the crackheads. I read that. You always have one get it together, ass crack. Producer Mike, you always seem to have one of these technical issues each show. Get it together, ass crack. Yeah. Okay. T. Hines makes me feel bad. Red Rom, dope. If you're talking to me, sure. Want to test it out. I wish I could call in sometime. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna work on a thing where I think we can accommodate that because we just didn't want to give everyone we just didn't want phone numbers flying around. But there's some other audio choices out there, and we're going to explore them. I know Twitter's going to have one pretty soon, where if you have a Twitter account, X account, you basically have got your own phone. Elon's doing some pretty freaky things. So it's like you have your phone, right? And then you have Twitter. So let's just say you decide to dump Verizon. And again, I'm just speculating here. This is from what I understand. So you dump Verizon, so now your phone is just a phone. And you'll have to have internet, right? You get some sort of, Wi-Fi or whatever. But then you log into your X account and you just click phone, and then you just dial a phone number and it connects it through your Twitter. It's amazing. Elon's doing some crazy things. Jay Morales, I'm almost done. Well, you're done. You're done. Red Rom, fuck yeah. Yeah, don't get too excited. Looks nice. The sign. Yeah, everyone's talking about the sign. Yeah, it looks nice. Doesn't it look great? I'm gonna bring that back in. It's one of these buttons. Yeah. Fucking love that. And that's not the only color. I should have brought the remote over here and I would have changed all the colors and stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me just do that. Why not put a frickin' show on? There we go. Oh, you know what I can do? I can turn the light out. Yeah, let's go a little. Let's go a little night vision. Yeah, pretty sweet. Is it changing color? Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. All right. I'll come back. The sign looks like crap, dumbass. Fuck you, T. Hines. Not jealous, happy for you. Red Rum. Litigators. Just what the folks from the Jessup show deals with. Well, cops, I mean. I think I was talking about attorneys earlier. Did I go down too far? Okay, sign. Okay, yeah. T. Hines. T. Hines sucks. I'm stone cold sober this time. I'm sorry, Mysterious Vixen. Though it might, you're just getting over a little something. So maybe staying sober a little bit to make sure it takes. Producer Mike, get a theme for each show of the movement and stick with it. You go off too many tangents, bitch. That's what happens when my co-host fucking blows me off. You want the job? Are you employed? You unemployed bitch? Have you even found a job? Are you even looking for one? How's your back? Red Rom, Jay's poppin'. Mysterious Vixen, I'm here for the party. It's always a party. You see how T. Hines is being a party pooper? Mysterious Vixen, cheers, success. I'm getting fucking angry now. Fuck T. Hines. All right, Mysterious Vixen, I've come here to see that it's a safe space to be an adult. It is. We want to be respectful to everybody, right? There we go. No, I lied. You got to be respectful to everybody. And, don't act like a T. Hines. All right. Can't hear him. Yeah, here comes the J shit. By the way, Red Rom Motorsports, number 13 and logo on vinyl in any colors available, as well as hats. And we're fixing to launch the first run of beanies and hoodies. Holler at Eddie Weber. Eddie, what's when you get that ready and shit, you got a website, all that crap, holler and we'll hook you up. Jay's audio is muted on the stream. Yeah, fuck me. I don't know why. That's a new one. Red Rum, if you send me free samples, I will wear them to advertise for you. I'm sure Eddie saw that. Love you, Jay, from Eddie. Eddie said, my girl said, he can make that work, but not Jay's audio. Yeah, this is going to be all about Jay's audio. Late today, better late than never. Wise words from the late great homie Steve Jessup. Get a little tilted. Red Rum's got it right. Sicko Entertainment. What's up, my brother? Again, I know I've been a dick. Haven't reached out to you. I do have an idea for you and me. Well, I shouldn't say for you and me. For you on the channel to work together and do something. I will. I might not reach out until after Christmas, but I don't trust me. It's good times. Yeah. You don't have a job. Perfect. I'm looking for the unemployed over here. My job over here is to give the unemployed hobbies. And hopefully we can make something fruitful out of it. I sneezed and broke my back. Well, Jesus, we need to get you on the show to talk about that. That's a hell of a sneeze, sicko. Red Rom said, Red Rom had the same reaction I did. T. Hines, no party pooping. Yeah, you fuck. Sicko Entertainment. I'm just saying I'm down. Yeah. You trust me. I'm with you. Red Rom, laugh out loud. Wes, he needs you. Robert Connor said time. Some good smoke. Smoke, yeah. Let's do a smoke break. Yeah. And if this one's an indica, it's a creamsicle. It's a creamsicle. I don't know what that means exactly as far as what strains. I guess cream and sickle. Producer Mike will be launching coaching classes on how to become a millionaire. Thank you. Oh, my back. Thank you. My back. Yeah, Jay Morales Unbound. Producer Mike will be launching coaching classes on how to become a millionaire. Yeah, so far all I've come up with is what the I guess they've always said poor people, right? People that are like legit poor. 100% of their portfolio is in lottery tickets. So that's pretty much my only advice right now. That's the only way I could coach you right now. However, my lottery tickets are more or less the best ball contests in DraftKings. I did baseball over the summer. Failed. I wasn't very good at baseball, best ball. That may change this coming summer. I may launch. You know what? I may just launch a best ball freaking stream. DraftKings best ball tournament. Producer Mike stream and just talk about best ball, baseball. All right, I won't do that. That would only last a couple of days anyway. Mysterious Vixen, I'm out of clever, naughty things to say this week. Yeah, I usually run out by Tuesday myself. I start off slow on Sundays, really, really slow. Monday, I'm just a motherfucking potty mouth. It's just all fucks and shits and bitch and box and this and Sprichty Deutsch and all this crap. And I get it all out of my system apparently on Monday, and then Tuesday it gets to the movement. I get a little fatigued. Jay gets a little fatigued, right? Jay straight up just missed the first 30 minutes of the show. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I never talked about my drink. So you remember last week, I was stone cold sober, like Mysterious Vixen is this week. And so this week I did get an order from Total Wine. I don't own a car. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on the stream. I don't own a car. If I need something, right now, I can't have it. Can't have it. I don't own a car. It's one of the sacrifices you make if you don't own a car, and because I did it just to ease the expense. The car payment, right? And even if you bought a shit box and you paid cash for it, you're still paying insurance, you're paying gas, oil changes, all that crap, all the tires, right? I mean, there was always on those shit boxes, right? There's always a tire that's fucked up, right? So I just got rid of the expense and went to Uber, and I found that I Uber much less than listen, I don't need dependents, right? Didn't have any kids to shuffle around. I was working from home, most of the second half of my career, and I just had no use for a car. When I finally made the decision, it was I was living in Bristol, Connecticut at the time. My car was sitting in my driveway for 2 weeks. I hadn't left the house in 2 weeks. I'm like, why do I have a car? Let's sell the car. Let's use that money, right? I mean, think of it this way. If you have no dependents, you don't really have anything that you think you'd really need a car for, other than the fact that it's good to have a car. See how much you can get for your car, and then see how many Uber rides you would need. Like where do you got to go? Like, where do you got to go? Right? If it's a lot of places, then you need a car. If it's not, like, all I use Uber for is to go back and forth to the airport. Otherwise, it's Instacart, Total Wine. My dispensary does deliveries, so I'm covered there. My Jewel Pods come in the mail. I'm covered on everything, man. Everything can be delivered. You're just going to have to be patient. But if you are patient, you save a lot of money. All right. Seriously, I have big news. I just have not told anybody yet. Oh, keep us in suspense. Red Rum Live. My plan is to become rich. My plan to become rich ain't much better, but I've got myself where I can bump shoulders with some motherfuckers with 2 commas. 2 co-mamas? All right, motherfucker with 2 commas. I might have to go get me some lotto tickets myself. I heard Powerball is at like 800 or Mega Millions. I forget who I was talking to earlier today. One of my friends from the East Coast. And they said they were going out to get lottery tickets. And I think they said 800. You guys can keep me honest there. Mysterious Vixen is moving back to West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Cheers. And this is cold. You know what? Yeah, it's after the top of the hour, which is going to wrap up. But I do want another drink, and we do have some more chats to go through. So I tell you what, can you guys hang out just 1 second? I'll be right back. I promise. Matter of fact, let me bring it over. I'm going to put this on. I just need to get a glass of wine. Yeah. I just need a glass of wine. Fuck. It's over here. Floor. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, get the fuck up here. Get the fuck. Get the. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. I got it. That's not gonna work. Oh, I gotta move. I gotta move everything now. All right. No. All right. Good. All right. Good. All right. Good. Nope. I can take that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's just like milking the sweet tit of a grape. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chillable red, baby. A lot more bubbles than I would have thought, but what do you expect for $9.99? It's like fucking watered down Kool-Aid. I don't know if this was all worth getting up for. Oh. The things we do for love, the things we do for love. All right. Where did I leave off? Stateside. Fuck yeah, Red Rom said in response to Mysterious Vixen's trip to move to West Virginia. Mysterious Vixen said, I'm looking for a place to buy in West Virginia near my kid and grandkids. Good call. I've heard that's a thing that folks look into. I have no kids or grandkids. Shocker there, right? And I ended up moving okay, so like my folks see I had friends who purposely were living near their folks and they had families, right? I mean that's generally that's part of it, right? So saw a lot of that. But I didn't have a family, so I never really had, and it's not that I was trying to necessarily get away from my folks. It was just that when I decided when I would decide to move to a particular place, family didn't necessarily come into the equation. I moved to Florida. I moved Florida for economic reasons, and then again to Nevada for economic reasons. I grew up in Connecticut, a very, very expensive state to live in. Only, basically people with head injuries stay in Connecticut. That's why T. Hines is there. T. Hines he bangs his head a lot. He's got a really thick head. Like, did you ever guys watch Family Guy? Stewie? That's like T. Hines has got a head like that. So every time he'd walk into a doorway, it depends. Either the left side of his head or the right side of his head is just gonna fucking tag right off the side of the door jamb there. T. Hines is famous at just running into shit. He walks backwards a lot. He's got a flailing palsy hand that just kind of does this all the time. It's kind of retarded, is really what he is. All right. Sicko Entertainment. The only thing I'm good at is fucking up. I think that might be the title of the show. Jay Morales. Felt that, sicko. That was my Jay Morales imitation. You see me do that from time to time. You're right. Completely racist. I get it. Red Rom Live. Not at all big dog. This is a lot of internal chat here, folks. Mysterious Vixen. I did it again. I am good at being bad. Yeah, I mean, it's great to be good at shit. The trick is making money at it. Red Rom. You either, Jay. I don't know what the inflection that is appropriate for that. Red Rum Live. Stop that shit. And good Lord, Vixen's all horned up. All right, come on. Be respectful. I was just saying this, 10 minutes ago. Just be respectful. Sicko Entertainment. When I was born, the doctor fainted. He said I looked scary. I don't know. Maybe a dingo should have eaten you. A dingo ate your baby. Nope. I was just making a true statement about myself. Mysterious Vixen said. Jay Morales, I'm bound. Can I just call in on the phone? Yeah, I suppose we could have done that. No, I know, ma'am. I was just making a joke. I'm sorry. I was born, Mysterious Vixen. I was born just off the coast of Virginia, and I just couldn't wait. I had to be born during that blizzard and at 4:20 a.m. All right. That's pretty cool. I'd wear that on a t-shirt. T. Hines says, Producer Mike, you rule all podcasts. I just wanted to see if you could take the rage. It was all joking, bitch. You never joke because the thing is you can't take a joke. That's the problem. You know, someone comes in a little hard, a little deep on you, then you just sit back and you just go, okay, yep, okay, all right. No, I'm good. No, all right, no, okay. How? Okay. No. Yeah, it's T. Hines. Basically, he's kind of a Doberman. I keep forgetting where we're at. Okay, Jay. Oh, Jay, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I said it was a statement, Mysterious Vixen said. Mysterious Vixen continues. Producer Mike, I will share my kids and grandkids with you. That way you can send them home to their mama when you're done visiting, just like I will. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look into it. Red Rom, hold up. What that means. Red Rom is just an offer of kindness. You know, we're all about kindness here. Crawl Faced is in the house, going out. Cool, brother. I don't know if you were watching the beginning, but we've got a Red Rom call-in speaker. We're gonna see if we're gonna make some waves with that. And if you want to advertise your business here, I'm going to be selling this spot of the screen. Jay Morales, can't see your face, and I'm calling in when you read this. I'm shutting the phone off. Ah, fuck you, Jay Morales. No, fuck, I answered it. God damn it. Hang on, I got to turn the speaker on.
Beautiful, though. I love that sign. It's bringing me back to nostalgia of the past.
I forgot. Yeah, I had the Jessup show sign up. But yeah, that was a good call, Jay. We could have just had you be audio on the new Red Rom phone speaker.
Because the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm going to do all the ads. So let's finish up the chat here. It's brought to you by the Kville Hotel and Tavern. The Kville is located in Kleinfeltersville. Jay's probably saying to himself, I could do this a lot better. Yeah, it's because you have a producer that makes you look good. Yeah, the Kville Hotel and Tavern. So, folks, let's just say you're on the road. You've been traveling a bit, and you find yourself in Kleinfeltersville, Pennsylvania. First of all, maybe food is not your major problem at that time. However, you would be a stone's throw away from the Kville, where you could get a peanut butter and jelly burger. If you don't believe me, call them. 717-949-8413. It's on the menu. It's there. Saw it. I made a short about it. It's there. 2647 Heidelberg Avenue. I think that's the main drag right there in Kleinfeltersville. Like that's literally. In other words, Heidelberg Avenue used to be called Main Street, and then they changed it because in 1912, Mayor Heidelberg. At the time, he saved some kid's life, like at that spot or something, and they named the road after him. The Kville Hotel and Tavern. Seth and Jamie would be more than happy to seat you in a booth The K-Bill. Let's get the rest of these chats done, and I'm going to let you all go. Producer Mike, I'm working on the idea of a T-shirt, actually a whole theme about my life into one. Ooh. Maybe you should go quilt. I mean, if it's a whole life, maybe each square of a quilt could be a different segment. Just make sure you save one for the Jessup Show podcast and the Jessup Nation. Jay Morales, only see Jessup sign. Yeah, that was by design. Eddie, they're real, just smaller, not dying anymore, Crawlface said. Eddie, they're real, just smaller, not dying anymore. Oh, 420 said 4:20 a.m. going out again. Going out. What, 4:20 a.m.? Crawlface is in a weird universe where time and space, there's quantum mechanics are involved. It's just kind of weird. All right, Red Rum Live, tenfold to somebody. Crawlface, I guess. Okay, this must be a personal inside joke. Technical issues again. Red Rum said, yeah. Producer Mike, I am rolling laughing because you just didn't get the phone turned off in time. Yeah. I need an employee to do stuff over here. Sicko Entertainment, somewhere over the taint bow. The taint bow, ladies and gentlemen. Somewhere over this taint bow. I'm real. That sounds like a song. And Sicko Entertainment, William at Sicko Entertainment, I believe he is a prime candidate to come up with the latest hit single, Taint. What would you call it? Somewhere over the taint bow. I can see that being a solid track. All right, so folks, I appreciate everyone hanging out. It was really fun. Thank you to T. Hines. Thank you to Mysterious Vixen. Thank you to Sicko Entertainment. Thank you to Crawlface. Thank you to Eddie Weber. Thank you to Jay Morales. Not for your hosting abilities and not for the audio stuff, but for participating in the chat. And I think I got to everybody, right? Is that everyone? Did I miss anyone? That would suck if I missed someone. All right, if I missed you, I'm still missing you, and I miss you. So tune into Producer Mike Wants to Be a Millionaire on Sunday. Like I said, right around halftime of the late games. Someone's going to win up to $5,000, possibly. It's capped at $5,000. There's a lot of contests that I'm in. If you missed the first part of the show, yeah, I'm in a ton of them. And if you have not been watching the show, tune in. You still have an opportunity. I basically offer out raffle tickets for free, and all you need to do is just do what I tell you to do, and you get a raffle ticket. It's basically subscribing. So just go ahead and subscribe right now. So that's one of the criteria. Subscribe to this channel. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And then the Producer Mike Wants to Be a Millionaire videos, you're going to like them, and then you're going to comment in the live stream. And I think that's pretty much it. Once you do all that crap for that episode, boom, raffle ticket. And then we do that all the way to the end until they start hanging out, shelling out money. And if I win the 150 minus taxes after that, whatever 5% is, you get that. So up to $5,000. Someone could win $5,000. Just saying. All right. Again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. And yeah, Jay said get your Christmas shopping done. So yeah, do that. I don't know what screen I'm supposed to be on, so that's why I'm kind of delaying here. But yeah, okay. It is what it is. Night, everybody.